Very good morning to the good people of this great nation. Good people, great nation, Nigeria. My name is Femi Ojo. You're welcome to Morning Spring. Today, it's a cool morning, looking all serene here at the capital city of Osun State, Osogbo. Morning Spring is where we say it as it is 7 a.m. every weekday. You're welcome. Okay, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Femi.
morning. Yeah.
Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us today. It is Morning Spring and Western Spring Television, and my name is Timitope Ajijola Oluola. What we do for you on Morning Spring is to keep you updated, basically looking through the faces of the dailies, checking the headlines, and then going into spring trends and all the segments of Morning Spring, while we also look through what's trending in the world of social media before we get into analysis through our guests of the big issues, political, economic, and otherwise affecting us as Nigerians and people residing right here on the side of the world and even the larger world. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Another program this morning on the conversation segment, where we'll be speaking to issues and the presidential campaign council for the re-election of Mr. President has been inaugurated, led by the president himself as the chairman and his vice as the vice chairman of that council. But the DG is a former governor of Kaduna of Zamfara State and senator as well, Abdulaziz Yari. He is the Director General of that council, and it's not just about that, right? You need to see the list of those who made it to that council, cutting across state, zonal coordinators, regional coordinators, state coordinators in charge of all and everything, director in charge of admin, director in charge of mobilization, director in charge of new media, all of those things. We'll look into what that means and what I say about the seriousness of Mr. President. Even though he's the incumbent, he knows that he has work in his hands. What does this mean? And the re-election itself, of course, that would be the choice of the people. If actually Mr. President desires re-election, the presidency rolled out their scorecard earlier last week. And we look into all of that, especially for the state of Osun State. What has the presidency of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought as far as dividend is concerned for the Osun people, and why the Osun people should want to consider him for re-election? We'll be speaking to one of the ambassadors, especially the one in charge of the state, the people that are coordinated as ambassadors. We'll be speaking to their coordinator today on the conviction that he has and the things the Osun people has, which they may be considering voting again for Mr. President, of course, with other candidates available and throwing their heart into the ring as well. And there are issues in the state, that needs to be handled. We look into all of that because of the program. Today is a bumper one, the first one for this week. And on a rather sad note, earlier last week, the news reporting emerged, especially coming from a family member, a Nollywood actor, Taiwo Hassan, was critically ill, and the family came out soliciting for help, medical help. Actually, they made it clear it wasn't about the money, but anybody that has information that could help them in the battle, stage 4 cancer that their father was going through. Yesterday, the man passed. It was announced, and quite a sad one for especially those who knew him in the early 90s with the old blow. I think that's the first time I heard about our son Ogogo, and all through the years, at least I've known him for like 3 decades. Such a thespian. Actually. Yeah. And the man.
It's quite a sad development, but yes, first to commiserate with the family and to say that we pray for the repose of his soul. And we pray that the other colleagues as well, and especially his close friends and persons of Sajide Kosoko, Inka Kodri, Dele Odule, pray that they have, and the family, immediate family, have the fortitude to bear the loss. And that being said, many people would say that it was an expected end at the end of the day because it was stage 4. And the fact that some hospitals were refusing to take him in and or to commence any form of treatment on him at the time. But it's quite a sad time, and I think that most Nigerians, even those who are not of the Yoruba extraction of Nollywood, many people are familiar with that name, Ogogo, especially if you've lived some years right here in the world. Well, it's quite a sad time. We hope that we all can move past the season and will forever be remembered for what he stood for and represented on our screens.
Very well. We take a quick break, actually. Well, as they say, that will be the end of everybody, actually. So,
at the end of the day.
Make it count. The transience and the the transient rather, and the fickle nature of life. Blossoming like a flower, the next minute, withering like a flower. All right, we take a quick break. It's a bright morning. Life goes on. The newspaper headline segment is next. Stay with us. Right, here is the segment where you get to be informed about happenings around you and sometimes far away from you. Shall we?
All right, we'll start with the Punch newspaper right here on Morning Spring. Punch newspaper, FAC Bonanza, governors face questions as payouts hits 47 trillion naira. FAC Bonanza, governors face questions as payouts hit 47 trillion naira. As the riders for subsidy windfall, FAC revenue hits 47 trillion naira in 3 years, surpasses previous 6-year total. States, local governments get bigger FAC shares. Governors face heat as subsidy removal debate resurfaces. Again, federal government, APC tackle article over petrol subsidy return call. Again, federal government, APC tackle article over petrol subsidy return call. And you can see pictures right here. Smoke and a fireball rising during an Israeli strike after the military warned Palestinian residents to evacuate the area of Al Zawaida in the central Gaza Strip, reportedly killing at least 3 people on Sunday. 150,000 palliative pensioners threaten mass protest. 150,000 naira palliative pensioners threaten mass protest. And that's on page 9. NDLEA arrests 101-year-old cannabis dealer daughter in Ogun. It's on pages 4 and 5. 2027. Umba Onaye Khan headline NGE debate on election disinformation. Umba Onaye Khan headline NGE debate on election disinformation. And from the left side of the top strip, tributes as Nollywood Ogun Mon Ogogo at 66. Reports reaching as that the Laney State and funeral of the late Nollywood icon now Ogogo will hold in Ilaro, his hometown in Ogun State today. Oil blocks, 31 winners face payment deadline. Oil blocks, 31 winners face payment deadline. Oshu poll, how vote buyers breached EFCC, ICPC, INEC defenses. How vote buyers breached EFCC, ICPC, INEC defenses. Right there, it's on page 8. You can see the face of Josh Amukmito right there, Professor Josh Amukmito. And below that, just beside the nameplate, 2027, Article Obi make final moves on campaign cancels. Article Obi make final moves on campaign cancels. Those headlines make the face of the punch this morning.
Right from the Punch newspaper, let's go to the Guardian. The Guardian for today. 14 years after Oronsaye report, bloated agencies cost Nigeria 1 trillion naira in 2026. 14 years after Oronsaye report, bloated agencies cost Nigeria 1 trillion naira in 2026. Here we are, 14 years after, about merging of agencies, ministries of government having overlapping duties. We are still talking about it. Nothing really significant has been implemented from that Stephen Oronsaye report. And below that, presidency, Hashim Shore, others speak holes in article subsidy U-turn. Presidency, Hashim Shore, others speak holes in article subsidy U-turn. Of course, the race has started for the presidency, talking about next year's election. And one of the plans of Mr. Article is to have phased subsidy, the ones that will target, three critical sectors, and something like a reduction in what we have, 0% payment on subsidy. He's saying, in a kind of way, is gonna have it, a percentage of that brought back, but not like payment. It will be something what of monitored ones. That's not just but the blank payment that government used to do before. If you are giving you subsidy, you must show us what you are doing. We give you the crude, and so when you are refining it, we will have it monitored. And so when we are giving you whatever subsidy we are paying, it will be monitored, not 0%. But some have said, well, maybe that ship has sailed already. And, political watchers will say, even if everybody agrees, right, or agree, governors will never agree to that. Local government chairmen will never agree to that because it's making their work easy. They have lots and loads of money right there. And the president, you remember the words of Mr. President when Ademola Adeleke paid him a visit, and he raised that point. I just heard that one of his running contestants, rather, is talking about bringing back subsidy. He said that shows ignorance of the economy and governance. And so here we are. Right.
All right. But I think that politicians will always do their job. It also left to us people who are actually bearing the brunt to, seek more enlightenment from economics, especially to know if this is done, especially the phasing. And people had said already that before that subsidy removal was done, palliatives, whether in form of money or actions or putting in place some particular policies, just like Atiko is saying now, should have been done at the time. But now that we're here, government shouldn't be about we're totally deaf to things. You can look at other alternatives, because at the time that the president made that, he didn't even have the time. Well, many people would say, oh, he knew what he was going to do ahead of time, but he wasn't even there yet. He hadn't seen how the things would go, how it would affect people and all of this. But he has it now, and he has the benefit of hindsight to say that the people have been saying they're suffering. The gains of all of these policies have not really reached the people who are also key stakeholders in elections. So when an opposition is talking sometimes, or opposition figures are talking, it's not to say that it's totally out of hatred or politicking. Sometimes people need to look through or look to what they're saying to know if it will be beneficial, and it can be taken.
All right. Well, for some persons, do they even trust Atiku Abubakar enough to go through that? Because there are concerns about when he was chairman of the privatization while in government in Nigeria. People always judge you based on your antecedents, actually, that when you are being part of an economic drive before, what did you do? It was, complaint and complaint, no closure till now. But hello, it's campaign season. Let everybody talk their talk and show the people how it's going to be done is their choice. All right. Osun government alleges fresh plot to attack local governments and motor parks. By who? The detail is there in Nigeria turns to banks for $20.5 billion to expand renewable electricity. All right. And these electricity, we must have it talked about. Let me bring it close home. Around here, this community, we learned, okay, there's a significant improvement for some time now on the electricity, right? And then the news in the area, in the community is that the community has been migrated to band A, all right? And I'm sure people of the community will have a hang of these. So band A around, Agumbelewo, Service, or Kini, all of those places around us here. And so, well, you will see significant increase, especially in the last 3-4 weeks or thereabouts. And so, but up to like 2 weeks ago, last week was nothing close to band A. It was abandoned, actually. Okay. So people are asking, for those that have been vending their prepaid meters, truly, the units they have been getting, with the kind of money they have been paying, is showing like it's band A. Because when you load 1,000 naira and you are getting 4 units, that's a band A thing. Yeah. But the service in the last 1 week or 2 weeks has been quite it's not even band B. Actually, I don't know whatever that band is. And it's giving crime, actually. Because when people vent and they vent band A, and the service they are getting is not even close to band A, you know what it does to people? People feel cheated because they are cheated. It's cheating, actually. You can't be taking the money in a band A form, and then the service they are getting is not included. Maybe band C, I don't know. Because when you so this is what they do. They bring it in the evening. They seize it in the money. So I wonder what kind of band A is that. And this should not get people angry, because this is what it does to people. People get irritated. It's normal. People get upset. By the time some of your workers come around their houses to come and do their work, quote unquote their work, what they will meet is resistance. What they will meet is anger. So it's better, and this is not an incitement, for IBDC, whatever substation is managing this area, to look into it so that you don't put your people in harm's way. Because that's the reality. We don't have to sugarcoat. By the time the IBTC staffer is knocking the door, people already are grieved. And whatever he or she is going to say is not going to go well. And this is using this medium to call IBTC out. Shogbo service station, whatever service station is servicing Agumbelewo or Kini, all of those places, you should do well. Don't cheat the people. And if there is an explanation, you should be the one coming and using every medium to explain to people what is happening. People can be vending band A with their prepaid meter, and the service they are having is giving band D or abandoned. You should do better. And this is because you're talking about power right now. And that should not even be part of any success anybody will put. And they are saying they are doing well. Whatever levels of government they are doing it. No, please do well to correct this anomaly, actually. And those services that, it's not just about we will do better. There should be a way of compensation. I can't be vending band A and then you just tell me, if I have no explanation, it's very important that IBDC takes notes. Agumbelewo, whatever substation is doing that, do well. Stop cheating the people. All right. Here, actor Ogogo for burial today as Ogun celebrates legacy. Quite a figure. I think the man is in his 60s. I don't know about. Right. Right. And governors now pay wages with devalued naira, says Afeni Ferry. Democracy doesn't survive on polls alone. Weir tells Nigerian lawyers. Okay, I think it's the general meeting of the NBA conference rather. Mixed reactions trail APC's campaign council membership. That will be all from The Guardian.
To Daily Sun newspaper. Daily Sun newspaper, and the headline says, Tinubu article will be differ on economy, security, education. Tinubu Atiku Obi differ on economy, security, education. The writers here. Nigeria needs new economic direction, not Tinubu's policies, says Duke of the NDC extraction. Subsidy. Atiku's U-turn without accountability dishonest, says Hashim. Stakeholders demand issue-based campaigns, warn against violence. Beer prices may rise as brewers battle 113 billion naira H1 tax bill, higher energy costs. 2027 campaign. Kawu urges Yari-led APC Council to acknowledge Nigerians' hardship. 2027 campaign. Kawu urges Yari-led APC Council to acknowledge Nigeria's hardship. You can find that on page 28. Unaye Khan, Umba, Osigwe, Yadudu, Okuna, Save a Life Hospital CMD, others to speak at NG 2026 conference, Nanugo, September 24 and 25. And there, the rider, Obi of Onitsha, to chair event. For 124 billion naira social welfare allocation from 20.4 trillion naira windfall, troubling, says expert. 424 billion naira social welfare allocation from 20.4 trillion naira windfall, troubling, says expert. To the top stream, federal government targets digital independence, spends 3.8 trillion naira on IT. Riders to satellites, cloud drive cut foreign tech reliance. Delta, the species Omoagege's assassination claims, accuses him of seeking cheap media attention. Those headlines on Daily Sun newspaper this morning.
All right, from there we move to the next one, which actually is the Daily Times. And by the way, they are celebrating their 100th year anniversary. That's a century. Actually, Tinubu hails Bergman's $1 billion deal to drive AFCTA customs modernization. Again, Tinubu hails Bergman's $1 billion deal to drive AFCTA customs modernization. President presses Sali Amadu on 20-year concession with AFCFTA Secretariat. All right, you can see Mr. President there in a one handshake with Alhaji Sali Amadu and Madakin Local Jar Chairman, Bergman Security Consultant and Supplies Limited at the Villa in Abuja. Below that, after 16 years, Nigeria is a funny country. Nwabe is Islam's ICPC over fake agency claim. Actually, it's last week it was said that I think the federal government has suspended some permanent secretary, the presidency rather, after finding out that there are maybe like 3 fake agencies, and one will wonder if we actually want to be true to ourselves, what are the names of these agencies? Since when have they been operating, right? Well, because some are saying, before the issue of the PFIPC guy, some have said, during that time rather, that how many of these PFIPCs do we have actually? If not, that the name of a very influential person was mentioned, would he have really become, a talking point in this manner? 3 fake agencies, just 3? Really, who are they? To what end? And talk about systematically, as we also do in Nigeria. The PFIPC frenzy has gone down. Everybody has moved on.
We've stopped hearing any tangible thing.
On to the next thing.
And
now, the presidency gave, the president, not even the presidency,
gave an ultimatum.
Gave an order to ICPC to investigate. The 30 days, whatever period has elapsed. We've had almost another 30 days after. Nothing concrete has been said, either by the ICPC or by the AFC, by the presidency or by the House of Reps investigating the matter. On to the next one.
Is this
how to run a country?
That did he say they're um, people
Fake
in
agencies
charge
as well,
have
yeah.
been suspended.
Yeah, permanent secretaries.
Suspended.
Yeah.
What's to happen to them after
Okay.
the suspension?
Suspended.
Have there been allocation, what's it called now? Signed for them. I mean, approved for them. Have the allocation gotten to them? Is it going to be refunded? Are we going to get back the money? All of those questions. But who are we asking?
In fact, I would say you are going too far. What ministries are we talking about? That's the first one. What are the names of these permanent secretaries? That's the point. You are talking about sanctions and retrieval of funds. The ones that are even suspended, who are they?
Without telling us they've suspended. What's to become of their suspension?
Okay.
What's to become of the money? I hope that as they were suspended, the monies, allocations have been suspended too. Okay. I hope that they are being retrieved. So it doesn't just come as, once you are corrupt in this administration, suspension does it, and that's fine.
That's where your renewed hope initiative comes in.
It's okay.
All right. Serap gives INEC 7 days ultimatum to publish party finances, campaign donations limit for 2027. Okay. And PDP rejects Ebonyi. Council polls threatens legal action. And on the business scene, Dangote refinery cuts haulage cost, expand free fuel delivery to 4 states. And, they have always been saying that when they came on board, if you, need them to come and supply you directly, all the best to you. That'll be all for this segment and for today. We'll take a quick break where you will be further served after that with Femi Alagbe. Stay with us this morning, Spring Monday night edition on Western Spring Television.
Great morning to you, guests and viewers. Welcome to the Spring Trend segment here on Morning Spring, where, as Femi just said it before the start, however, on the social media platform. My name is Olufemi Alagbe. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the segment for today. Okay, Femi right in the studio as well, waiting their opinions as regards.
It is time, I say, it is time, I repeat again, it is time for political shishidodos, within and without, to stop their mandibular walkabout and put the political jelly back in the bottle. The time is now.
Thank you very much. It is time for Spring Trend here on Morning Spring, Western Spring Television. Whatever that English was, go check your dictionary to get the meaning. My name is Olufemi Alagbe. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the segment for today. And apologies for that technical glitch the other time. My voice was gone. Maybe an English should be gotten for that too as well. But now it is back. Femi and Tokwe are right here in the studio to weigh in their opinions as well as regards the stories we've got for you for today. Good morning, Femi. Good morning, Tokwe.
Good
morning.
Oh, we get one English. If we use the greet ourselves again. All right, let's get straight to the conversation for today. Our viral video has been trending online. There was a time we had a conversation right here in the studio talking about the Nigerian army, where we were saying in an ideal society, they should be appreciated for doing right. When we're talking about the issue with the Union Shu and the Nigerian army school there, where there was an issue and all of that. And however, this one is another different angle where the Nigerian army are actually celebrated as they were, marching out. From the reports that we got, we added that the short video that was going viral has it that across social media was showing an airport passengers are breaking into spontaneous applause and cheers as Nigerian soldiers walk through the terminal. It is a powerful moment of appreciation for the brave men and women who put their lives on the line for our nation. And it was really a beautiful thing to behold, to see, appreciating their work in ensuring that our territories, our borders are preserved and protected. Get to watch. That's the video there. It was posted by Car Truths on X, and according to him, he wrote, felt so proud and happy watching these. I was at the airport when these soldiers who are probably returning from a mission were celebrated and clapped for by all of us at the airport. More of these, please. And he was advocating for things like this to appreciate the, the military and all of that for doing gallantly and so well. Before I take opinions, let's check the social media space for commenters regarding that very particular post. As you can see here, and he encouraged a lot of people to, imbibe that very particular culture and all of that. We could see this one from James John says, God bless. We have Sonering Tech says they deserve honor and more recognition anywhere they are found. They are living heroes we have around. We should appreciate them some more. We have Porter also say, hero, welcome. God bless our servicemen and women. We all appreciate with appreciation emoji and a love emoji there. Starlink says, all right. And that's that about that. This one is doing some adverts there, but you never pay us, so they put them up. Femi, your take and all of this. Let me start with you on this one. You can see that very particular one. I believe you recall that very particular one we talked about of those ones that just finished their training and decided to go rogue and all of that. But this one is on another level, and Nigerians really appreciate them. Your take.
Well, when I saw it, my initial reaction was, and it still remains, this is the way it should be, actually. And just do your thing. Let people appreciate, actually. So, and I will have done double of, and I've maintained that position on this program for years. To say, I'm looking personally for a day that I'll be able to personally handle, a bill or bills of some soldiers, okay, just to show appreciation, nothing to show off, no camera, no lenses, no nothing. And that's the way it should be. Just do your thing, all right? And let people be the one to, applaud you and show you appreciation.
For it.
You could see almost everybody there.
Yeah.
The applause started in trickles and in beats, and then it became bigger. I could see one man there in white kaftan trying to put his bags in between his legs so that he could use his hands. That's the way it should be. All right. But I thought maybe some of those soldiers could have done better to just acknowledge. Okay. I only saw one person who was saying, acknowledging. They are soldier men. Okay. They are, the strong face and all of those things. But it's not bad.
Maybe they are not used to it. So,
well,
the instincts did not come in at that point. It was straight to them. They are used to just passing and everybody just
backing down orders, taking orders. Okay, I think they should be used to that. Is not making them softer, just to show that the Nigerian people appreciate them. And that's especially from whoever started the applause. Kudos to them. That's the way it should be.
Exactly.
And I'm sure everybody will, you leave the road, let them pass. Not the one that you get to that place, there are like 15 people on that queue, and you are just bullying everybody to say, no, get out, I'm coming. No, that's not the way it should be. We should not dread you. We should not fear them. We should honor you and respect you. Kudos to them.
And talk about your take on all of this, talking about that very scene there at the airport and the appreciation of those soldiers there compared to some other angles of some others.
Maybe I said my mind.
All right, so that's that about that, talking about that very particular. Moving away from there, let's get to see another video that has been circulating on social media where the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde unwinding on vacation and hanging out with legendary music icon to Baba. All right. However, the viral video, the viral clip has everyone talking about work-life balance and, talking about celebrity. But before we go to that very particular story, I've got this very... All right, before we pick the next story, let's have the video of Makinde and Tubaba as they get to relate together. Stay with us. all work, no dance makes a governor. I don't know. But that's there. You have seen Seyi Makinde there, the governor of Oyo State, having his time and enjoying himself and all of that. So talk what you can see. I could see you even vibing alongside. You were, what did you not see?
I was dancing. I didn't see Seyi Makinde.
No, Seyi was there actually.
I didn't see.
Oh, you didn't see Seyi? Okay, I'm going to play the video again. We get to, in case you didn't also see it, get to watch it. We have the video of Seyi Makinde on the dancing floor. Get to watch. In case you missed it, you don't see him now. Talk about when I see him. When I see the way you don't, earlier did the song you were dancing to the music, and I think that was why you
I didn't
probably
see. I missed
had an
it.
oversight on that. But I can see say governor said they carry some steps and all of that. You know.
You would almost think another Jadrolita was on stage because what's that robotic move that the governor was giving? But that's a beautiful one. I mean, lately we've been seeing some of our public figures really going out of their shell. And, you know, the last time it was the IGP and his romantic moves with his wife. And then now we're seeing Seyi Makinde on the dance floor giving some, you know, vibe. Well, that's a beautiful one, really. And it's a good time.
Mr. Fem.
Well, the governor is still human after all, so he deserves, just like any other person, a good nightlife. And so, booging it down with the maestro himself, you know, said, Uja, Idibia, it won't be a bad one, actually. Oh, he's wasting time. But you know, Nigerians will comment, what's he doing there? He's using that money to flex. You will have given to Baba 1 billion. Okay, relax. If everybody just do you,
if they are you don't go collect
a little chilling wouldn't kill. There is time for everything.
Yeah. All right, and that's about that. Talking about the issue of with Mr. Governor there in Oyo State and that about that. All right, moving away from there. However, on a very sad note, last week or thereabout, if I'm not mistaken, we brought to you the story of a veteran Nollywood actor where his daughter was calling for help, not for financial help, but for recommendations as regards where her father would be taken to treat his stage 4 cancer, talking about Taiwo Hassan, popularly known as Ugo. However, a report broke out yesterday where he was announced to have died at the age of 66. The viral video has been trending where his daughter was seen crying and lamenting the death of her father. Get to watch.
I used to call my sister. I used to call them. My family. Nobody called. My daddy is dead, sir. I don't believe them. I can't say that 5 minutes ago. I want to go home. Please let me go home, sir. I can't. Mommy. Please. Please. I just told your neighbors to don't come out. We are still getting it. Sir.
What's her relation to you?
No, please tell
She's my
sister. Tell her that they should buy my ticket. so that I can go home. I want to go and see my daddy before he gets buried. Please.
Can you sit down?
No, I don't want to sit down, please. I don't want to sit pregnant. I don't want to sit.
That's the face of one of the daughters who posted a video earlier and that I was talking about last week, saying that they need help, recommendations for their dad. And I remember having a conversation right here in the studio, wishing and hoping that he gets the needed help, talking about the therapy he needs and all of that. However, sadly, that's the video that has been trending online. A very sad one there. Let me.
It's a sad one. You know, thought and prayers are with the family, and you know, for Kira, that's Kira there. I think the eldest daughter. So that's agony and pain. You know, in which you don't know how to express actually. So whatever has been said, whatever she's doing in that place, is just in the heat of the moment. I'm not sure she could have done more, but you know, one thing I don't know if it's a fantasy. You know. Just imagine a world that you don't have sickness, actually, that you don't have pains, that, okay, whatever. I know it's something like a fantasy, but especially this cancer thing, I just pray God will bless the humanity with that breakthrough someday. And I'm sure many scientists, researchers are working assiduously, you know, on that. I just hope we get there very soon. So even if we can't have all of those things in our hands, but you see this battle against cancer, I hope we can have the, well, there's preventive measures talking about for women, cervical cancer, having all of those things. But well, that will be the end of everybody. We get to get on that bus, the bus of life in different parts.
Talk about your take on all of this. And, you know, before that time, there were a lot of reports of Nollywood actors and actresses gathering to organize prayers and all of that. Your take on all.
Well, for many people at this time, they may just feel that their prayer didn't do anything. But at the end of the day, what's written of us all is going to, you know, play out. However it comes, we should just take it. And I hope that the children, especially Kira Lima, will be comforted, because they're the ones who came out and you saw them in so much agony and pain, crying, you know, and seeking help. We hope that God gives them the fortitude to bear the loss at this time. It's quite a sad one. And even as they are hurting, many Nigerians are hurting as well. Forget the fact that we're not related by blood. We've been so attached to some of these public figures, especially, and you would never even know that many people have not even met them in person before. So I hope that Nigerians as a whole get the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss.
And this also calls to, you know, everybody getting to be very intentional about our health and all of that, because in that video of that pictures that circulated online for Nollywood actors and actresses who came to pray, there was one actor there who had one kind of a dent in his iPod and all of that. I was seeing some videos, some posts circulating online, somebody calling that he should check it. It's looking more like a skin cancer kind of a thing. And I checked through the comments. Some persons were saying that he's already going through care. Some persons saying, I hope he gets that message and all of that. I think this calls to everybody taking care of themselves and, you know, getting to check your health. Go for checkups as often as possible on that. It's, once again, we wish the family the fortitude to bear the loss, and our condolences from all of us here at Western Spring, the television. However, we get to bring you this video to get to see the times, and it's a lifetime. I mean, a couple of clips around his lifetime while he was still here with us. Stay with us.
My mother has 4 sets of twins. I'm the only surviving one.
I'm a brother. From everybody. You know that
àbúrò tó lọ sin òkú ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ní òhò ó má burú ẹ̀dá ní kí ló ń try láti sọ fún
Ọ̀hún sọ fún bí bá ṣe sìnkú èyí la máa sìnkú ọ̀la.
òun mọ̀ ẹni tó dúró yìí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni. Right?
Ìwọ ń ṣe òde ni.
Òun yìí mo fi ìṣẹ́gbẹ́ eléyìí 23 good days ni mo fi ju báyìí lọ.
Ṣọ́ṣe ẹ̀ṣà.
23 good days.
Ṣé ń tí àwọn ọmọ yìí tán fi ní rí ẹ fún
Somebody
ẹ̀yìn
stop, somebody stop.
Nítorí tó ń ṣe lójú wọn.
Inú mi ẹ máa gbọ́ inú mi ń dùn bí. Inú mi ń dùn bí what I met here. Mo ń wo agodo.
Driver.
Yes.
Oh my God. Èmi ló lo yes fún. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé ìyàwó ọ̀gá ẹ̀ mo jẹ́ ni? Driver.
Yes, ma'am.
That's better. Anyway, gbogbo tá à ń lọ lẹ́yìn ó pọ̀ gan o. Wàá gbé mi lọ ṣe irun mi. Lẹ́yìn yẹn, màá fi ìṣèkan náà mi. Wàá tún gbé mi lọ ṣe shopping, ṣọgbọ́n mi. And next time, tó bá tún dán rẹ̀ wò. Bó ṣe dá tó yìí, màá bú ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀, ṣọgbọ́n mi. Ó ti yá.
Hi guys, this is my baby.
Of course, yeah. Your mother is
Very, very, very proud.
I don't be proud.
By the manager, I'm like that.
That's the lives and times of Taiwan, popularly known as Ogogo, when he was here with us. Let's talk about you've seen some of the clips, and there was one of the clip there where you were laughing. Well, but there's one particular video there where one short person there was saying, "Don't you know I'm the wife of your boss?" and all of that. You want to talk about that?
My memories of that movie are fading, but I remember when I watched that movie, it was a sensation. Almost everybody at the time watched it because it was out of the ordinary. It wasn't the usual. It was a little girl, someone who could pass as his grandchild, speaking to him because it was the family driver at the time. I think that the end of that was that he got to the middle of the road and left her there. He left her there. Then she tried to drive the vehicle, but her leg was not touching the pedals. but that was just one of the many movies that man graced through which he graced our screens. And that's why the love is just so much. There's several other movies where you'll see he's known as an action man. He's so charismatic, and he was lovable in all of his, movies. He had this, was always this righteous person in his movies and all of that. But we will remember him for such a long time.
Your final take.
I think these are very good memories to have. And I think this is a lesson, personally, for myself. Create as many memories as you can, especially good ones, all right? And if you can, document it, because this will really come in handy for you. We are not praying that anybody dies young, but even at 100, you get to leave at some point, okay? So do that, and then, years after years, you can always go back. And there is nothing really worth hanging on to. Actually, be angry, shout if you have to, cry if you want to, fight if you want to. There's nothing really worth hanging on to as bad memories. Kamapadimo is a foolish thing, actually. All right, except it's about crime or criminals. All right, but let's just be human, actually. And for those his daughters, and he has sons as well, but maybe they are not the social media. So it's not only Kira and Lima, but they are the ones who have come through on social media. All of them deserve the love, the hug. But please, as everybody as well, take care of yourself.
That's why we're wrapping it up on the segment of Spring Trend for today. Catch up with us on our social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Western Spring Television, and our YouTube channel at Western Spring Television NG. I am Olufemi Alaba. We'll go on this break. When we return, back to Femi.